every time.
At least 4 billion useless eaters will be eliminated by the year 2050.
Whenever a truth is heard, there's no going back. You are the main character in the video game of life.
I personally don't believe anything they say, right down to the God they claim we worship.
I'm still waiting for somebody to show me gas pressure without a container.
None of the math adds up.
You could stack up all their math books, all their science books, and even put all their degrees stacked up on top of that, and you still wouldn't be high enough to see the curvature.
This is exactly why grounding is so important.
It's all dualistic.
We see too far.
We're just regular people who know we're being lied to. We're tired of it.
The bottom line is, there's only one choice left, and that's to dismantle this whole thing from the top down.
You're like a DJ. I love it. Your freaking soundboard. Whoa.
No.
Anyway, tonight's going to be a fucking great conversation. We have our girl Allie back. Some of our best episodes have been with her, and tonight she's got some crazy shit to talk about. But before we go into that, just don't forget to go to phoneboothpodcast.substack.com, where you get
6.5.
I can't even remember. 6.5 podcasts.
Getting
now.
too much, man.
It's getting to be too much. Just, too much for me to list. There's a lot of good stuff there. Drop your Netflix. Just go there and check it all out. You got everything there. All the live streams after the fact. All the episodes of all 6 of the podcasts. Tons of shit. Go there and check it out.
Go there.
Go there. Yep, go there. Anyway, let's just go ahead and bring Allie up. Let's just bring her up. What's going on?
Hey, guys. I love you guys. Vince, you're incredible.
Welcome to David Letterman. Yeah.
Right.
Late night show.
How's my mic? I know Vince likes it like right
Oh yeah.
here.
Oh yeah, I like it very close. It has to be very close.
He's like, just eat it.
Yeah, eat it. And also take away the echo cancellation, which I think you have.
Yeah, she sounds good.
No, I
don't.
Good. But I just got the host is requesting to manage your studio.
Yeah, never mind that. I thought I could check it directly, but I couldn't. So, but echo cancellation is off probably. So that's good.
It is. It's the same settings as the last time you and I did.
Okay.
So we're good.
Then I'm happy.
Except for the video settings where we had to try to use my phone. I was like, no, what are you doing? Apple. Gotta love it.
Yeah, it's weird.
Yeah,
it's crazy.
It is
Fuck
weird.
Apple.
So I know you have a few things that you want to jump into tonight. But
yes.
I don't know where you want to start.
Okay, so disclaimer, I'm going to talk about some weird fucking shit. And
I'd expect no less.
I know, right? I've done a couple posts over the last few days, and I got an insane response, and it scared the hell out of me, quite hononestly.
It's the one time you don't want good responses.
Yeah,
it's like...
Yeah. Like, example, dog posts. You got... Like the fuck out of Logan. Like, come on, guys. I know he's not in here right now. He's out hiking. But...
I'm not just saying it because he can hear me.
I'm not just saying it because he can hear me and took over our 6-foot beanbag that I got him. I love him so much.
Awesome.
Thank you, Victor,
Is that the new
for
dog?
bringing him. Yeah. Logan's our new mini horse.
It's a great name, by the way. Logan.
So the other Virgo actually was just saying 2-syllable names. And we're trying to get something that wasn't Cerberus, which was what they had him named for whatever. And he just blurts out Logan. And Logan's like... Yes. And both of us are like,
me?
Did he just choose his name? So we're his 4th family. So it might have been a previous name. We don't know. Nobody really has any information on him. None of the vets knew him. So that's a good thing. That means he's not chipped. And I already checked. He's not chipped. And probably not vaccinated from anything. So I'm happy.
Is it a tiny dog?
Again?
No, this is a big
he's
one. Total
64
opposite.
pounds.
Oh, shit.
He's
It's
huge.
one of those that's going to scare the shit out of you in the middle of the night.
Oh,
One of those.
So, yeah. He dreams And last night he'll start running and he takes over my bed because he's huge. Like when he stands up, he's taller than me. And he's doing his run thing, and all of a sudden he's like, "Oh, it's
no,
like 4:00 in the morning."
No,
and
no.
I was, I was
No,
already
man.
awake because I can't sleep. I just started laughing so hard. He's like, "What? Who did that?"
No. With all due respect to you people with dogs, I could never have that.
See, and I could never do the cat thing.
I
How
need,
can I get
the
crazy?
cat won't ever do that shit.
And here I am with both.
Oh, in the
You're
middle of
crazy
that.
with both.
Fuck that. You're sleeping good.
It was so
And you wake up with a
funny.
heart attack. No, thank you.
Oh, no, I was already awake, so it was okay. And even if it's not like, I was used to Victor dreaming, and he would do this little arf thing. It was cute, but so I have Logan, and Logan is amazing, and he respects Victor's space, which is really cool. It reminds me that Victor is still here, very obviously. Hey, buddy.
Territorial.
So, yeah, it's one of those things. Like, I can feel his energy, so it's really cool that Logan interacts with where I think he is. So anyway, and notice I'm like not ridiculously emotional anymore. I was a fucking mess. I know. It was expected, but yeah, that's
understandable.
fine. Yeah.
So
yeah, aside from having my new mini horse, the frequency and sound has been horrible. There's no other way to explain it. It's been really bad. It started about the beginning of October that they stepped it up. And at that time, I really just thought it was that I was emotional because Victor was obviously going soon and there were so many things going on. I figured it was me. Like, I'm being more sensitive to it. So I up my, for the month of October, I up my magnesium and iodine and sodium and like everything. I was actually doing 6 times the recommended for magnesium, and then 18 times for the iodine. Because normally it's like 1 drop is 3 times, and I was doing 6 of those. So I tried adjusting everything. I ended up a couple days after Victor passed, I was not doing well. I was sitting on the floor, and it literally just, the sound and frequency, like I got nauseous and I just collapsed. I literally could not get up. So I called for the other Virgo. The only thing that has been helping is water. So he got me in the shower. We got the water running, and I literally sat there for probably about an hour and a half, just trying to heal because it had hurt so bad. I had my watch on. My heart rate was insane. My beats per minute was like 170 at one point. Like it was scary. And especially with the install in my heart, like what happens if that goes? So at that point, I realized this is very real. And I mean, I've always known it's been very real. It's been going on for 20 plus years, but it was to the point that I couldn't handle it. Like I've tried the Faraday cage bed, I've tried all the stuff. And at this point it was sound over frequency. And yeah, that was when I really started the deep dive. I've got the bubblers in my room. I did a post on that earlier. If anybody wants to check it out, basically just from like the fish tank pumps. And then I've got bubblers going into water. I put my plants over it so it doesn't fizz out so bad. But the shower and that are the only thing. I've started with my curtains. You guys can
What do you
see
think it is about
these.
water?
I don't know. I have no idea. A couple people that have messaged me have said that when they are by the ocean, they can't hear it. When I'm by the river, I can't hear it. We go down the river all the time now, and that is just, it's fun. But that's kind of my
That's very interesting.
place.
So what are you hearing? Like, what if you can describe it?
Yeah, so it is a very high pitch sound. So it's different than the frequency. The frequency is like a vibration that goes through your head and your chest. That's the EMF, the RF, things like that. It's way worse when I'm around 5G towers, so I actually know the source of where that one's coming from. But here we don't have those. We have HARP, that direction. I'm like, whichever
Is it
direction
like
it
the
is.
tinnitus? Is it like that one?
Similar. So when I first got out of the military, they said that I had tinnitus, but it was intermittent tinnitus. Okay, there was an incident, and I don't talk about it. There was an incident when I was in the military. I've got several time lapses where I don't remember, a couple weeks, couple days. They had me on a medication, a very high dosing medication that basically kept me under control. And after this incident, since then, a lot of weird shit happens, and the intermittent tinnitus was one of them. Like, they actually classed me. Like, I was listed as 5% or whatever bullshit disabled for tinnitus. But when I went and had the testing done, I'm like, it's not always. And they're like, oh, it's intermittent tinnitus. That happens a lot.
Yeah.
So I look it up. It fucking doesn't. That's bullshit. But the military's like, oh, we probably installed something in you, and we're just transmitting. Just disregard.
Yeah, let's just not talk about it.
Yeah, let's not talk about it. I've actually found a lot of documents on that also. I'll talk about those in a minute. So this ridiculously high pitch sound, and it's comparable to a dog whistle for those that have the hearing within the range that you can hear a dog whistle. It's very similar to that. And I found a hearing test. I've posted it a couple times where you can find the exact range that they are hitting you with. And when I posted that one, I had a lot of TIs, so targeted individuals, contact me. And I was like, fuck. All right. There's a lot of us. And it was a lot of people.
Didn't we do that test, Ted? You and me? To see.
I think you and
I don't know if it's the same one, but we did one where it was
one?
to see. It was like an age one where it said.
And I was like
this
32
age
or
you
something.
Maybe.
Ted, you were like 40.
That was the best laugh ever.
What?
She was like, I'm trying not to laugh, but I can't even control it. Like,
I don't even try anymore.
Hold on. Because when it comes to tinnitus, I can get that when it's completely silent, like there is no sound anywhere, in an empty room.
And
if I focus more on the tinnitus, it grows like. But if I stop focus,
yeah. So imagine that 24 hours a day that you can't control. Right below
that's fucked up.
When it's like that painful level. So I've been trying to explain all of this to the other Virgo because he's been watching the posts. Like he's been seeing like, holy shit, there's a lot of people that are dealing with this. I'm like, yeah, it's very real. So I had him do the hearing test last night, and I told him exactly where mine was. And he was like, wow, that's really annoying. Yeah, I know. I go, now imagine that 23 hours a day.
Is it one of those, like when we did the hearing test, is it one of those light ones that's barely there, but it's like it's piercing almost?
Yes.
Like,
yeah, that's exactly it. And the people that have done the test that I posted, first I said, do not post, because you're literally, if you post what frequency, you're fucking telling the overlords how to torture you. Somebody did the other day, and I was
episode, Ted.
We should do one of these. But like, and a couple people did post, and I replied, I'm like, all right, well, hopefully you're not a TI, because if you are, they just told you, or you just told them exactly where to torture you. So good job. But
great.
A lot of people will be at similar ranges, and it's that painful that right before you can't hear it anymore. And that's common. Like, awesome. But once you shut it off, it stops, because it's a fucking hearing test. Exactly. For TIs. And I'm using TI as a very general term, and I'll explain in a few minutes why. For us, it is either a frequency, a sound. Here's where it gets fucked up. Heat. So I'm talking about remote burning. I've had a couple people over the last week contact me on that one. Radiation. Ted, you and I know somebody directly who deals with that. I talked to, I think, 2 or 3 other people this week. I don't remember if it's this week or last week, that have the same thing. It's generally hands, arms, and face. And then electrocution or electroshock. And several people are dealing with electroshock. The sound is the majority. The frequency is next. The radiation is after that. And then the electroshock and heat are the least common, the contact.
Isn't that one of the things they say is like they can use as a weapon on the 5G thing? The government has a weapon that can fry your skin.
Yeah. 5G and 6G. And that's also why I have a hole in my heart. Had a hole in my heart.
I'll only say it because I know he'll be okay with it. It's Bueller Dam.
Yeah.
He has pictures of it looks like sunburn, like bad sunburn on his hands from this shit. Like at different times, showing it when he's on his computer, like all kinds of different stuff. Yeah. So it's definitely real.
He said when he talks about stuff, it gets worse. Same thing with me.
I watched
when I talk about it.
The first time he came on with me, I watched his electronics go completely haywire while we were trying to talk. Everything was going wrong before we started recording. Everything. Like shit happening that I didn't know could happen. Weird stuff jumping around all of a sudden out of nowhere when I can see both his hands. So because we're talking and I know he's not doing it. He's just muted. It's gone. Then he comes back. Then he'll drop out. Like just all kinds of stuff.
Yeah.
Can I just say?
No.
If the government has weapons like that,
They do.
then your guns won't do nothing. Like
Exactly.
they'll just beam you with that shit, and you can't do nothing.
Well, your guns can still do something. I mean,
Yeah, but
them, it just means that they're gonna win. But we got to find a way to block it. There's got to be some way.
And that's why I'm talking about all of this. So right now, I know personally dozens, probably actually closer to 100 people that are dealing with this. And unfortunately, for most of them, I'm considered on the lower side of the spectrum. I am only hit with the sound and the frequency. I used to be hit often, and it's occasional still, where I don't even know how to explain it, but I'll have veins in my hands that will almost blister up. I've seen doctors about it, and they're like, oh, it's a blood clot. And then they test me. You don't have any blood clots. Okay, cool. But it'll bubble up like on the main veins in your hand, and it will bruise. It's like it'll get so hard and painful, like literally like something is holding either side of it, and then it'll burst. And then I bruise like crazy. I'll actually talk about that one. When I was in the military, I was accused of hurting myself, and they were actually going to charge me with damaging government property.
Great one.
Yeah, that's a great one. Instead, they put me on medication and got me to classify myself as crazy.
Yeah, Vince, if you attempt suicide in the Army, that's what they get you under.
Oh, it wasn't suicide.
No, I'm not saying you. I'm saying...
Oh, yeah.
I'm just saying that's one of the things they use that under is if they think you're trying to hurt yourself or if they think anything, that's what they hit you with because you are property of the government.
You are.
That's not.
And mine was, it looked like I had gone through rose bushes, quite literally. And then I had bruising. And it was on my arms and my face. I had no recollection of it. The last thing I remember, we were going to be going to like one of the castles. Okay, cool. And then I'm home and I've got all of this shit going on. I don't remember leaving. And it's a day later. And I'm being pulled in to my commander's office. And I don't know why. And somebody reported that you're hurting yourself. And I'm just like, what the fuck is going on? And I got a hold of one of my closest friends at that point. I'm like, I don't know what's happening. I have no idea. You have to take my cat. So yeah, I had a cat then, and
sacrifice the cat.
I know. Well, no, I ended up getting Mika back, but it was just like I had no idea what happened. And when I was stationed there, there were so many times where I had no recollection for days. But sure enough, they get me on a bunch of medication so they can control me and then get me to tell the medical board that I'm insane. So
can I say this?
Cool.
This might be a dumb suggestion, but have you tried, like, for the sound in your ear, have you tried to, like, sprinkle or wrinkle some tin foil and put it in your ear?
Vince, I'm going to punch you.
No,
I know you're AI, but I'm still going to punch you.
I would try that, like, to stop it from going into my ear if that's what it's doing. I don't know.
So this has been going on since 2006, 2007. I've tried quite literally everything.
But have you tried that one?
I've tried putting everything possible in my ears. I actually got titanium discs that fit over. Remember, I was a body piercer for many years, so I had access to all of that stuff.
Lead?
So I had fitted.
Try lead?
Lead.
Did you try lead?
Did you try lead?
Do you know how hard it is to get lead?
The funny thing is, it used to not be that hard because you could have got fishing weights, and they were made out of lead still, and now they got rid of that. I don't know what they're made out of now. I forget. But
so when I was looking to paint my rooms, I was trying to find lead paint. Can't get it. Not even just in California.
No.
I looked in Vegas also.
Yeah, no, you can't.
Can't get it at all. I had friends in Texas, everywhere, because people are like, oh, you can get it. Cool, go to the fucking store and get me some. We will figure out how to ship it. You can't get it. I was like,
I did see, did you see they have copper paint that has
yes.
like 25%
And remember when I was
copper
looking
in it?
to do everything?
Yeah.
You cannot get the thickness you need in the copper within any paint to get it on. I was looking at doing the mesh. Like I was looking, I messaged you about it to try to get the copper wire, everything for free. Yeah. So the EMF cage that I did on my bed, that worked for about 3 weeks. That was great. Not for sound, but the actual frequency. And then all of a sudden it stopped working. And I was like, what the actual fuck? The frequency changed. I could literally see a frequency fucking difference on my meters. And I'm just like,
do you think you can combat the frequency? Like say you got a Rife machine and set it to a certain frequency that you knew counteracted it. If you could figure that out and you blasted it through speakers, even if you could. See, that's fucked up.
They change it. And I've talked to people that have done the Rife machines. I've talked to people that have done, there was one guy, he literally built a fucking box underwater and had an airline in there so that he could breathe. And that's where he slept. And that was the only way he could stop that.
A box
and I'm like, all right, how do I do this?
Yeah, water stops.
Water stops it. I don't know why water stops it.
But how does he do that? Put a box on the water?
So I didn't ask specifics yet, but I would assume it was a type of glass or a plexi.
Okay.
Because plexi technically, like when I was, so I actually had a company when I was younger for cleaning fish tanks, not even kidding. And I worked with a guy who built fish tanks, so that worked really well. But plexi holds better than glass. So if I were going to sleep in something that was solid water, I would want to have, so I knew I wasn't going to wake up drowning. I would do it plexi. But obviously, if it's completely sealed, you still have to be able to breathe. So you'd have to have some kind of airline going in there. But yeah, it's completely different.
I could bring you up a little fan system that blows air in and out.
Yeah, exactly. So that's something that I'm considering. I have no idea how much it'll cost. And
you literally become the bubble boy kind of a thing. The bubble boy from Seinfeld.
Yeah.
Shit.
It's so
this may be jumping ahead, but I want to ask why do you feel like they attack certain people and not others, or maybe on different levels? Do you think it's, I don't know. I don't want to lead you. What do you think it is? Why some people might recognize, or maybe some people get it and it's happening to them and they don't realize it? Like I'm saying, I fucking every once in a while, I'm just like, what the fuck is that? Like crazy pain in my leg when I'm not doing anything, just sitting there. Who knows? I don't know what the fuck that is. I'm not trying to belittle your situation. I'm just saying, I don't know. Like, how does one know these are happening? And why do you think it happens to some people and not others?
This is going to be like a 4-part.
That's perfectly fine.
I know.
That was like an 8-part question. So
I know it was. I'm going to break it down. All right. First step was proving that this is real and not in my head. Because I have been told, so when I got out of the military, I had to go see a psychiatrist because I was crazy, right? And so I've been told a lot of things are in my head and I should be medicated. That was why I had Victor, because I refused to be medicated. And when all of this got really bad, I had to make that, and it was when I got stateside, but got back stateside in 2012 that this really stepped up. Like it was tolerable when we were in Germany. And when we got back stateside, I've talked about this where I felt like we came back into a different realm. Like it was not the same that we left. That's when it got really bad. I started having a lot of health problems. I was told it's in my head. I had so many allergies and stomach issues. I was like, obviously the same height, and I was like 120 pounds. I couldn't hold food down. If I could hold it down, it would go straight through me. And they kept telling me it was stress. It was like all this stuff. And I'm like, what the fuck? Like figure this out, because all of my blood work is coming back normal. But what's going on with me?
And this was when you were in the military?
No, I was already out. I got out in 2007. So when I stopped eating, quite literally, I went on, it was a couple weeks where I was just like, fuck this shit. I'm only doing water. And then of course, that's when I found that I have to do baking soda for sodium also. So I stopped all of that and things actually started getting better. I'm like, okay, I could think clearer. I could there was a lot of things that just started fixing themselves. And that was part of the reason that I became like a huge advocate of fasting. So at that point, I'm like, all right, what does fasting actually do? Obviously, it removes the shit out of your body. So what was in my body that was causing all of that? So after that, I
just wrote down to get to that. I'm glad you went there. That's awesome.
So after that, I went to paleo. We had started growing a lot of our foods already, but it wasn't to that point where I could survive on it. So we were finding farmers markets. I started making friends. We're in Oklahoma, so like it's easy there. There's fucking farms everywhere. So switched everything, stopped doing anything from the store. And then I had a theory, which of course I'm crazy, that I had been being poisoned. And I was like, how is this possible? Like, I don't get it. Well, then it came down to my ex and I weren't eating the same things. And it was very possible. I was cooking all the food though. Like he worked and I took care of the house. Like that's how it was. And so how is this happening that I'm potentially being poisoned by food that I'm buying at the store? Okay, cool. Key number 1, stop buying shit from the store. Awesome. So I started getting better and I started being able to keep things down, and I gained a little bit of weight, but I was still active as anything. So I stayed pretty thin. And then I started getting just randomly gray all of a sudden. Like I'd be sitting there and I would just go gray. And then I started noticing it was days that we had really bad sky spray. And this is back when it was super intermittent, nothing like we have now. Like now every single day is horrible. So back in, 2013, 2014, it's like once a week, once every couple weeks, we would have really bad just skylines. Nobody saw them at that point. And I'm like, no, they're spraying, they're poisoning. Look the fuck up. They're poisoning us. No, you're crazy. It's just chemtrail or it's just contrails. No, it's not. So I started putting that together and I was like, all right, well, what's in them? And this is back before you could find all the information. This is literally like 2014 that I started looking into this. So when I'm in the city or around things that are around areas that are really badly sprayed, obviously it's the heavy metals and I think parasites. And I think they're using those as basically a receiver or conductor inside of us. So when I would be around the spray and when I would be, that gray color, the sound would be horrible. My chest would hurt. I wouldn't want to eat anything. My sex drive would just go away. That still happens. And it was like all of these things that I can't control because they're supposed to be normal functions of your body. And I had no idea how to even start at that point. But obviously, I started on my rabbit holes and started finding patents, which were almost impossible back then because you had to pay for them. Templar and I actually talked about that. Socrates, I don't remember which one of them. I think it was Socrates, and I talked about that where it's like really hard to find the patents. So to answer part 1, I think that we are all mice to them, and it is a matter of who is more sensitive to sounds. Obviously, we have a range on our hearing. We have a range on how much frequency we can take. People that are in the city think feeling like shit is normal. They think the ringing is normal. I've talked to so many people. They're like, oh, the ringing is normal. It's just the 5G.
Plus, my eardrums are blown out from years of being in a touring band, and I can't
was
hear
about
for
to say
shit
that.
Anyway, so that probably
Me
helps.
too, in the rehearsals, so loud.
Oh, finally a win.
Yeah.
A win.
Right. Or they're like, oh, I'm just old.
Yeah,
What?
I know.
No.
What's funny is, so I used to, as so many things in my life between the older family members, now I know to listen and respect them. I know not everyone has that. Some people's families are idiots. Don't say, oh, listen to that. I'm just saying.
It's selective.
So my mom used to tell me shit, but this specific thing. So my aunt and uncle used to live here. The whole time when I was growing up, all they wanted to do was move out of the city, move out. They finally did. They saved money. They bought some land. They built their own house. Awesome. My aunt started coming here, and every time she came here, she would feel nauseous. She'd have horrible headaches. She's like, I don't know what it is. And finally, one day, she started bringing her own water and doing everything with it, brushing her teeth. She wouldn't eat any ice here. She wouldn't do anything. It all went away. She's like, it's the fucking water. And this was
Fluoride.
when I was a teenager. So they were doing shit like that back then where she felt sick when she was in the city compared to out in the country. So yeah, I'm sure now with 5G and all of that, there's so much more.
6G coming and all that shit.
That'll be death. 6G will be death.
7G. Yeah.
Yeah.
We won't even make it to
Maybe
7G.
maybe
We're not
it's
gonna
for the
make it to
better.
7G.
Maybe it's for the
They'll
better.
make us before that.
If this place is turning into a hellhole, maybe it's for the better that we all die.
Yeah, it's funny that a G also kind of looks like a 6, so you already got 2 6s there. You got a 6 and a G, 6 6.
Just
Yeah.
one
Oh,
6
maybe
left.
it's one more.
Yep. And
We
like
can
all of their
find that
towers
one.
that look like the head of Baphomet. Yes.
Yeah. Yep.
I have a shirt for that. I don't sell it, but I have a shirt for that.
Yeah,
So
it
sorry I
looks
cut
like
you
him.
off. That was
You're good,
number
you're good.
1.
So that's number 1. Number 2, blood type.
Hmm.
Yeah. And I'm not going to talk specifics on that one. The
Don't feed the
documents that I
AI.
found, and I posted this a little bit ago, it's on
Yeah.
MK Naomi. So, and I know I moan that you guys just noted.
Naomi.
Thanks for that, Ted. But so we had MK Ultra, and then MK Naomi actually preceded and proceeded MK Ultra, and it was terminated. I love when they use that term. Tim was like, "Ooh, terminated" earlier. I'm like, yeah, that just means they changed the
Terminated.
name.
It's a good one.
So MK Naomi was terminated in 1970. On November 25th, 1969, President Nixon renounced the use of any form of biological weapons that kill or incapacitate and ordered the disposal of existing stocks of bacteriological weapons. Think about that for a second.
These motherfuckers.
That's a
So,
lot. And what year was it again?
1970.
Oh my god.
Mm-hmm.
That far back.
It actually started.
I was
in
gonna
the
say it was probably way
50s.
before that.
I want to
Yeah,
say it
right.
was. I had it all up. I closed one of the screens. Okay, so this is from the court documents talking about why MK Ultra and MK Naomi were shut down. They were never shut down, but whatever. We all know that.
Shut down.
Yeah. In 1967, the CIA summarized the purpose of MK Naomi. This is fucked up. Just
I've
a
never
heads
even
up.
heard of
2 o'clock
MK
this
Naomi
morning.
Edgar.
Ever.
2 o'clock
Yeah,
this
no.
morning is when I found it,
crazy.
and I stumbled on it. I was searching CIA documents that are unclassified now or declassified, whichever you want to do it, and I was looking for targeted individuals because several people have sent me information on the targeted individuals program, and you click the links, and of course they don't work. I'm like, why are those going to work? I asked Grok, find me a link to make it work. Oh, try this one. That one doesn't work either. I went through 15 fucking links with that fucking AI earlier, trying to get shit. And finally I was like, just get me the transcripts. That works. Just so you guys know, if you can't get CIA docs, you can ask Grok for the transcripts of the court docs. And it actually will give them to you.
That's good to know. Huh?
Yeah.
Nice.
So there are a couple different purposes to MK Naomi. To provide for a covert support base to meet clandestine operation requirements. Okay, cool. To stockpile severely incapacitating and lethal materials for specific uses of Technical Services Division. Do you guys even know the Technical Services Division of the CIA existed?
No, not
Yeah,
No.
neither did I.
But now we do.
Until about 12 hours ago. To maintain in operational readiness special and unique items for the dissemination of biological and chemical materials, and to provide for the required surveillance, testing, upgrading, and evaluation of materials and items in order to assure absence of defects and complete predictability of results to be expected under operational conditions.
Wow.
It continues to talk about Fort Detrick, where they were doing some of
There's
the
a
Special
lot of
Operations
shit.
Division,
Yeah.
who was doing the same practices as the CIA at the same time. It was shut down because of government efficiency. They weren't talking to each other and they were doing the same thing, and it was a misappropriation of funds. Not because they were killing people, remote poisoning people, all of this other shit. It's because of misappropriation of funds, because they wouldn't fucking work together to kill people. Like, what?
Do you guys think that if people really knew, like, let's go back to 2000. Let's leave out the Trump, Q, the fucking Obama, any of that. Just take all of that out in the recent years. Do you think if people knew what the government has really done?
This is coffee for anybody who
Before-
wants to be a bitch.
They would think it's wine, huh?
before 2000, if people knew what all the shit the government had done, do you think they'd be able to function? Like if they were sat down, a normal person in society was sat down and really told even the top 20 terrible things our government has done, do you think they would be able to function after that?
When I was a teenager, I had a talk with my mom about my abilities, and I wanted everybody to be able to see what I see. And she was like, honey, you have always been able to see the things you see. She goes, I knew how you were when you were 2. She goes, I get that you want other people to understand, and I get that you want other people to be able to see the auras and the reptiles and the shifters and the demons. I get it. She goes, but for you, it's normal. She goes, if anyone were to just oops and see one, they would probably go insane.
Yeah.
And I was like, I don't understand that. And I was like 14 or 15 at the time. And she was like, okay. She goes, every day you wake up and the sun rises. Yes. Okay. So what if you wake up and the sun's supposed to be up, but the sky's dark? I go, that's weird. She goes, right. So what if you're in the mall and for you, everybody just looks human? That's weird. She goes, that's my point. So when I realized that people can't handle it is actually when I worked inpatient, when I was working on my internship. So for those that don't know, I was going to be a psychologist so that I could help people. And yeah, that's a fucking joke. Anyways, so I'm working inpatient, and growing up, my mom had always told me, don't tell people what you can see. And this is for your protection. And she was very clear about it. They put people in insane asylums like you.
Yeah.
Just
Hey, hold on.
whatever.
That's what we talked about
So-
the last stream, about demon syndrome. How they're trying to make you look like the insane one. Like if you see somebody shape into a demon, they say that's because you got demon syndrome.
You have this syndrome.
Yeah.
It's
have
not
you
the
They did
demon.
that right
It was
after
on
the-
It's you.
news.
They did. Are they rolling that again? Because they did that right after they did the first round of the COVID jabs.
No, that was last year. CNN did a thing about that. Like
We're
if you
in
see,
different fucking timelines. Are you kidding me?
no, 2024, March 2022, I believe it was, of 2024, March 2022 of 2024.
What? That doesn't make any sense. What
March
the fuck
22nd,
does that-
2024 is what
Oh,
I'm talking
Yeah.
22nd. Oh.
So,
Woo! All right.
so for me, it was 2021.
Get the fuck out of here with the demon syndrome.
Mm-hmm. It has
The
the
article.
elongated
Yeah, that.
case. Yeah. So
And
it was
the
on my
ears.
account that got nuked. And I posted, I was like, they actually do look very similar to this. And that was about 2 months before that account got nuked. Because how dare I talk about,
Demon.
human
Because that was
trafficking.
when everybody
But-
made the whole connection to the video Black Hole Sun.
Mhm.
Have you seen the Soundgarden?
Yep. All of
Where
those.
everybody
What,
gets
the timeline
freaky.
that I'm in, that was 2021.
That's crazy.
Yeah. This is why I hate the timeline jumps, because we have all of these weird fucking things and everybody remembers different things, but it has to do with the timelines. It has nothing to do with actually what's going on. It's insane.
I hate it.
Okay. Yes. So when I was working inpatient, there were kids. So every single child, and I chose to work adolescent because the adults ward was crazy, quite literally crazy. They all thought everybody else is
Demons.
insane, and they were the normal ones. And if you think you're crazy, you're probably not. If you think you're sane and everybody else is crazy, you're 100% batshit.
Damn it. There
But
goes
it's
one
the-
of my questions I was going to ask you.
It's definite. So it's as obvious as it comes, but it's definitely because of the poisons. I don't think anybody is just crazy. They are poisoned. They are tortured.
What about demons?
They are possessed. Oh, I was
Possessed.
watching, actually. I said I was going to talk about that. You're right. Okay. When I was an inpatient, there was a kid. He was a teenager, big kid. Like, this kid is like 6'5", easily 200 pounds, probably a little
That's
bit
a
over.
short kid.
And
Yeah.
then I know, right? So I was pretty sure was actually haunted rather than schizophrenic. They had him classed as schizophrenia, and this is the one. His case is actually the one that I was like, I'm out. Because that was the time that I was looking at parasites and Toxoplasma gondii specifically being linked to schizophrenia. And I was going to do a paper on it, was told I couldn't. Same thing with the, child vaccines and autism. Oh, can't touch that. This is your career field. So I actually took it to one of our directors and I'm like, why are we not parasite detoxing these kids? That's not our
just
job.
to see.
That's not our job. Okay. So, but what if it's parasites? Will we just medicate? Okay. So what if we can cure them? We don't cure, we medicate. I was literally told cease and desist. I was told to stop. And
that's terrible.
It was horrible. So every night I worked on the second shift. So every night we would have basically a get together in the day room and, talk about subjects. And I was the, fuck Google ask me person back then. So I was throwing out random, facts and all this stupid shit, whatever, just to kind of keep their attention, get them thinking about things. And of course I was challenging the borderline, normality of everything to get them to think.
Of course.
So I'm standing, talking about some fucking thing. I have no idea. I don't even care at this point. And this child stands up and I say his name and I'm like, are you okay? And he goes, Miss Allie is trying to hurt you. And I was like, who? And at this point, I'm like, get them out of here. There was two other people in there that worked. And I'm like, get them out of here. So they're getting the kids out. And I go, who? I get chills every time I fucking talk about this. And yeah, like, it drives me crazy. All right. So he goes, the man in black. I'm going to get really bad. Like my eyes will start watering and everything. It's really weird because I literally relive it. So I was like, what man in black? And he goes, he's trying to hurt you. And he comes like at me, pins me up against the fucking wall and starts yelling at somebody over me. And I've got people coming in to grab this kid. And I put both hands up on either side of him and they stop. And I was like, just trying to stay calm, get information. And I'm like, okay, I need you to tell me what you are seeing and you have to let me breathe. I can't breathe right now. And so he kind of backed up a little bit and he had his hands on the wall, like right on either side of my head. Yeah. And he was like, I won't let him hurt you. I'm like, okay, thank you. But I need you to tell me what's happening. He was literally seeing like a dark man in a black, like, what are those? The short brimmed hats. I can never remember what they're called.
Oh my God.
Fedora. Okay.
Yes, a fedora.
So one of those. So this child was in and out of foster care. They all had cats. Okay. And he had been abused every way you can fucking imagine. So I got him to calm down. I got him to know that I was going to be okay. And I was not going to let the man in black hurt me. And he sat back down, got everything calm. I talked to him and they were like, everybody working there was just like, oh my God, they thought I was dead. Like they literally thought he was going to kill me. So after that, I of course have to do the, write everything down, the briefing. And at that point, I was absolutely convinced that this child was haunted by demons. And also probably parasites because he came from a bunch of cat houses and they're all gross. All foster homes with a bunch of cats, disgusting. So that was when I was like, okay, this happened. What is the fucking harm in parasite detoxing him? And I don't know, maybe getting him a fucking exorcist.
Yeah.
We medicate.
The Hat Man thing
and document
is a huge phenomenon. It's huge. It's throughout the world, across every culture. It's
people talking about the Hat Man.
Specifically a fedora. Yes. And I had no fucking clue then, but I started looking it up. I was like, all right, who is this demon? So there's a couple demons it could actually be. And, I moved them. So I have a bunch of books now on demonology. I've downloaded a bunch. I don't even know how many at this point that I've been going through trying to get all of the specifics on all of these fucking demons. And it actually started years ago when I realized that our realm is being run by Baal, Baphomet, and Moloch. So
great group of guys.
Great group of guys. So, and now it's obvious as anything. Back then, I was crazy. I was insane. You know.
Do you think that's why some of
hell.
these groups of powerful people fight is because they're each, I'm Baphomet, I'm Baal. Like,
I think it takes different
rival
forms.
gangs.
Yeah, I think it takes different forms. But yes. Here's the thing with all the lore. If you can find their true given name, you have power over them. So I have dozens of demonology books, and I've been putting together. I'm like that guy, you know, the GIF where he's like, okay, it might be this, whatever. Like it's all the strings over. I'm that on my computer.
But Ali, do you ever wonder, like, if
Probably.
if you look into these demons too much, that maybe you're opening up for them to come to you as well?
No. I have been face to face with demons a couple times through my life. When I was 16, I worked at PetSmart, and I was at the register, and it was the very first time that I had contact that I know of with a demon, or what I thought was a demon. And this guy comes up, he's well dressed, he has dog food, puts it on the counter, goes to hand me a 20. And I looked up, and he had a black aura. And when I had my hand out, he was holding a 20, and his aura like went over my hand, which is actually normal. When it's a normal human, I'm okay with this. When it's black and it's cold like ice, I'm not okay with this.
That's a little weird.
So I pulled back, asked him to set the money on the register or on the counter, whatever. And I took it and very quickly got everything and set his change down and told him to have a great day. And I know he knew that I could see him, but he didn't do anything. He was just like, took the money and
there
left.
For you.
Didn't
He
say
was
anything.
There for dog food.
He was just there for dog food. And at that point, and I told my mom about it, and she was like, do you think it was a demon?
Oh, you saw your first one?
And she was like, do you think it was a demon? And I was like, I thought it was, but other than its energy coming over me like any aura would, like it didn't do anything.
So do you think there's people who have black auras who aren't demons?
Oh no, this was ice. This was like touching dry ice. Oh. It was so cold. Ugh, God, I just got the fucking chills. It was creepy. So cold. There's no way. And I think I've actually talked about it on both podcasts with you guys.
Yeah.
I don't believe in the good versus evil because it's relative. It's like when you guys were talking to whatever, you guys kept calling it Monica, but what is that? Miles. When you guys were talking about Miles the other day, and you're like, all right, so the relativity of, the evil AI and whatever. And it was like, well, good and evil are, a perspective. And it was just like, and that's literally how I see it. But I understand warm and cold. And I understand that spectrum of light versus absence of light. And I don't say light and dark because to me, there is no light and dark. There is light or there is no light. And I think it's the same thing. It was like an absence of...
It's like your socks.
Yes. All right, Vince, I have lucky socks, and nobody knows this until now. So
what is
Snoopy,
lucky socks?
I'll show you in a second. So Snoopy...
Lucky socks.
Lucky socks. So Snoopy, like Charlie Brown Snoopy, was always my favorite because my mom bred beagles when I was growing up, and Snoopy is my favorite. Like, I love him. I used to have, like, all the stuff, whatever, until I, stopped being a child. But... Anyway,
never stop being a child.
I know. Yeah. Right? Okay.
Hey, that looks like the chessboard.
Yeah. And they're checkers. I know when I was putting them on, I was like, they're checkered, whatever.
Dark.
Yeah, you got dualistic socks.
I do. But yeah, so I have my Snoopy.
You got to start selling those shit. Yeah.
Right. Anyways, but when you look at how things are perceived versus how you actually react to them, that's what gives you power. So I had this occurrence with what I believed was a demon, and I had to that moment believed that a demon could hurt me, and I realized that it couldn't, or it didn't want to, or whatever. Yep. It had no reason. But if I could see it, it makes sense that it could see me. It's like the shifters here. I used to annoy the fuck out of the shifters. And that's another thing that a lot of the TIs have in common. They can actually see through the veil. And I don't understand that one yet.
I'm just going to go ahead and say right now, just like they do with everything, that's why the rapper T.I. was created. So when you look up T.I., you get the rapper instead of getting the true thing. They do that with everything. Walt Disney Frozen, another one. Now when you type in Walt Disney Frozen, you don't get the fact that the dude had his head chopped off and had it frozen. You get the movie Frozen. They do that with all kinds of shit. They name something. So when you look it up now,
Walt Disney's head is stored or was stored in the town that I grew up in. We have a cryo.
That explains a lot.
I know, right?
So hold on, are you saying that this guy, Walt Disney, his head is frozen and they could bring it back to life and wire it on a cyborg?
That's why he did it.
That's why he did it. So he had
he's
some
coming
kind of
back. Maybe he's Antichrist.
And apparently he didn't know about antiparasitics or whatever. But yeah, he wanted to be cryogenically frozen so that when we had the technology to bring him back, then there you go. I think they've already brought him back.
That's pretty sick, man.
Yeah.
Why would he even want to come back to this place?
Why?
Unless you're a demon.
Yeah, he's 1,000% a demon.
Oh yeah, he's a demon.
There's no way.
I asked people before, like when people are like, "Oh, I want to live forever." Have you really thought the repercussions through that? So first, the obvious ones if you live forever and everyone else doesn't, you get to see everyone die. What if everyone does live forever and there's no death anybody? That'd be horrible too.
What if we're on a loop and we just keep coming back?
That's also claustrophobic.
That's possible. But as long as my body's still not here, I'm not in the same old shitty body, I'll be all right with it, you know?
Yeah, living
you
forever
guys both
is
know
overhyped.
my reset, and I don't know if I'm coming back. I'm preparing. I'm definitely preparing. And the second
hold on,
back,
you can't give up just yet.
Down.
You can't give up on this iteration, or what you would call it.
Oh, that's totally different. No,
because
so you know my motto: prepare for the worst, expect the best. Like it's fine.
Yeah,
but
because if you think it's fucked, I'll just do it. Go on the next. Well,
but if I can keep my memories on the next loop, then
I actually believe in that in some degree because
I'm working on that too. I'm working on it.
That's probably what differentiates those who question shit more from an early age from others.
I'm trying to link my memories to common objects. That way, maybe when I see them again, they'll trigger that memory.
Yeah.
Like if a memory, focus on one common object in that memory and try to link it to that. You know what I mean?
I have my filing cabinet that I use, and it's an attic actually from one of the houses that we lived in. And
that's how it works for you?
That's how it works for me. It's an actual attic, but I have boxes that have specific things. You have a box. And then what I'll do, and it actually works way better in the astral realm, which is probably why I go there so much, but for both storing things and retrieving things. So we're so poisoned in this physical body that it's very hard to hold things. And then, the 7-second TikTok videos and all the other bullshit that literally program us to have that, squirrel shit going on. When you are in the astral realm, that doesn't exist because you're not poisoned. It's your energy and you can do whatever the fuck you want. So when I'm trying to remember things for the next loop, I'm associating time for one. And so it would be what age I am that I need to do specific things. And then what areas I need to be in. And that is my geographical realm in my attic is quite literally our flat realm. And I have, this state, this country, and all of those. And each one of those has a person that I need to contact in the next one. And in this life, this loop, whatever you want to call it, of this fucked up game, there's only one that I haven't found. And I don't think I'm going to at this point. I don't know. But
yeah, you want to explain a little bit for anybody that doesn't know the loop?
That's what I was gonna say. Oh, the loop.
Yeah. No, I've talked about this on the podcast, so I'm good.
Okay.
Yeah, no, I'll talk about it. There's a couple things that I won't talk about that I talk about with you guys, like outside because we're friends. But yeah, no, that one I've already talked about. Okay, so a lot of us have past life memories, and TIs specifically have past life memories, and it's like we're drawn to something to keep coming back. It's like we want to keep playing the video game. So for me, it's February 22nd, 1988 is when I took over this body. And I can remember everything. Awesome. The problem, I was vaccinated for the first time with tetanus a couple months later. I think my mom said it was May of 1988. And to clarify, the body was born in 1980. So it was already 7.
So for 8 years, somebody else had it.
7 years.
In a sense.
Yes.
Yeah.
So when I remember my first day, I remember looking around. There's a bunch of people I don't know yet. They know me, obviously. We just play the fucking game. I had adult memories, and I know the next time, if I choose to do this loop again, I'm going to grab a fucking piece of paper and a pencil and have to go to the bathroom and just write everything down because I didn't this one. And then I was vaccinated for tetanus because I'm on the monkey bars and blah, whatever. And she has to be vaccinated. And my mom didn't know better. But then all of my allergies started. I started having a lot of issues. And everything just fucking landslided. And this is the part where I sound crazy. And I'm used to that. So whatever. I think something knew who I was or what I was. And the school was told that I needed to be vaccinated because that's a poison. I was also in the GATE program. And the GATE program is the Gifted and Talented Education, whatever it is. They gave us fluoride pills.
Anybody who's whole episode I know. In itself. I was in that, and they gave us the wash, not the pills.
Oh, you guys got the wash? We got the Pez, the pink Pez. I don't like sugar, though. I never took
that
them.
One. I must have had that at one point, too, because, no, I hate sugar. I don't eat sweets. I turn down sweets all the time.
I always gave it to, so we're all alphabetical, and I always gave it to the girl next to me, who now in retrospect, she definitely got dumber.
Yeah,
she was getting double fluoridated.
Fully retarded.
Yeah, and as an adult, I kind of feel bad about it, but I mean,
that's a whole episode on itself. So
we should do
not only the fluoride in classrooms, but do you remember? Did you take the hearing test that they only gave? I thought they gave that to everybody.
Tim
but
and
they
I
didn't.
Just had a fucking conversation like 3 days ago about this. So yes, there were 5 of us that always had to go back for the hearing test.
Me too. What the fuck is that?
Hold on. We didn't know. And I had a teacher, the only fucking teacher that ever took interest in me. And we were supposed to go back, and she pulled me aside and she goes, when you go back in, you're going to stop at the second round. And I was like, for what? She was, they're going to pull you in for a hearing test. You're going to stop at the second round. Do you understand?
You were hearing things we're not supposed to hear.
Yeah. Oh, I hate that. I get that. It's like they're...
Oh, man.
Okay, the ringing is going to start in a second. So that means my eyes and nose are going to water. All right.
Vince, I don't know if you had those there, but this was like a thing here. I mean, I thought it was for everybody, but clearly it wasn't.
Sounds familiar, but not
You
too
went
much.
in this little room, and there was, for me, there was glass. And you put on... Everyone's
your
headphones looked basically the same.
Yeah. You put your hand through when you could hear it. You close your hand. When you couldn't hear it, you open your hand. Yep.
When we was really young.
And they would, and they would play notes.
Yeah.
And you do it. And I thought I had to go back because my hearing was bad. I never thought of it the other way. Wow.
So our teacher was like, do you understand? I was like, okay. She's like, we're good. She walks away, and so I'm heading back to class, and I get in. Sure enough, we have a note saying that we're all supposed to go. And I'd gone to the bathroom or something. So I tell the other 4 people that I'm with, I'm like, Miss, whatever her name was, said to only go to the second round. And we're all like trying to figure out why. And I was like,
yeah,
she just
back
said
then,
to do
I
it.
would imagine.
Yeah, she did. And I'm pretty sure I was the only one at this point awake. I do know a couple of the others did.
But you trusted her, like you thought she was.
I trusted her. She was the only teacher that ever didn't treat me like shit, and she definitely had my best interest. So, sure enough, we all go in and we all stop at the second one, and they ran it again, and they ran it again, and then they stopped. And they had us go back to class.
Okay, we were wrong. Yep.
And every single time after that, I would start asking people, I'm like, what one are you stopping at? And most people stop at the 3rd or 4th one when they're running it like on the basic one through. So we just started. And one of my friends would sit next to me and she would kick my foot when she couldn't hear it anymore.
This is unlocking crazy memories because
Yeah,
now that you just said that, I just remembered coming back after my first test and one of my friends being like, what the hell took you so long?
Mm-hmm.
So they were probably only going 1-2 rounds and I was going 4 or 5 or whatever. Right. And that's why it took longer. Holy shit.
So
man.
A lot of TIs were also in the GATE program. Are also, I was going to talk about blood types. Remind me about that in just a second if I don't go right back to it.
I'll write it down.
So, okay. Most of us have died. A lot of us have drowned and been brought back. That's our dying.
Motherfucker. I did technically, not drowning, but I technically died for a short period of time.
Yeah. Some of them are accidents, but majority that I've talked to are a drowning incident. And it's before we're 10.
Oh, mine was late in life. I don't know. Maybe something happened earlier that I don't know about. Shit.
Yeah. A lot of them have what I'm starting to call glitches, where their memories are duplicated. You and I have talked about the timelines where I'm like, I have multiple memories of multiple timelines. Example, in my 20s, I had Luke and Darian were my cat and my bird. And then I have duplicate memories. And I had my daughter at the time. Or she was a baby at the time. So I have Luke and Darian. Darian, I gave to one of the breeders in the area because we were moving to a place that I couldn't have him. They didn't allow birds because, birds scream, whatever. He's a cockatiel.
Yeah.
And then Luke was jealous of my daughter. And so I had to find a home for him. In the exact same memory, in the exact same timeline, I have a completely different memory where I have Fate, who is a kitten that I found on the side of the road when I was heading home from work. And Fate ended up, when my ex and I separated and he took my daughter, Fate went with her. And I didn't have Luke and Darian. And in that one, my mom remembers me coming back, but then I didn't want to take Luke and Darian, so she kept them. This is when I'm 19. So I have complete memories of this is like 4 years of having Luke and Darian, and then complete memories of not having them and having Fate.
So it's a little different, but one of the things that made me fully believe that there's either different timelines and fully believe in Mandela, and I know some of it's bullshit because people try to throw things in, and I'm like, no, you're just changing stuff. Yeah. And it's obviously because you can see that was an old logo and they clearly changed it and blah, blah, blah. But so I had a cat one time, 2 kittens. They were brother and sister. They were left somewhere. We got them with one of my exes. About a week after we had them, one of them swallowed a button. And it was like a $3,000 surgery to get this button taken out of him.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
And I've told this story many times when people talk about the cost of having pets. I'm like, always remember, there's unforeseen costs. Things like this can happen, blah, 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 right? So my ex, still friends with my cousin. I run into her years later. I bring this up to her. She has zero recollection of it. Zero. The procedure happened at her job because she worked for a vet also. Zero recollection of it. And she's not like a ditzy airhead that doesn't remember stuff. Like, she became a teacher, all this stuff. intelligent woman. Zero recollection of this. Doesn't even remember having those 2 cats. I remember them because they're the only cats I had. They would jump off stuff. They'd get up on the refrigerator and they would jump on my fucking shoulder and grab their claws. You don't forget pain like that. She has zero recollection of these cats, this procedure, this thing, this story I've told through my life. Zero recollection of it. It's fucking insane.
Yeah. A lot of people are starting to have things like that where it's completely, it's like years of complete memories, but then you also have this other of the same time. I occasionally check my credit report just to see what my past addresses were. They change. They change. It's yeah, it's really weird. Okay, blood types. We've got the RH factor, and I'm not going to go in any more than that. Anybody who's listening to this who is a TI knows exactly what I'm talking about. In the documents for both MK Ultra and MK Naomi, they talk about specific blood types that are targeted. So they don't talk about details on it, but it's very easy to put it together that different blood types are targeted differently. I also think the RH factor is targeted differently.
I don't even know my blood type. Can you believe
Me
that?
either.
I don't even know my blood type.
So here's one I don't talk about very often.
I asked my mom thinking I'd figure it out. She doesn't know it either. Anyway, go ahead. Sorry.
My blood type changed. It's not possible.
Who now?
My blood type.
Excuse me?
Changed.
No, I heard you. I heard you.
Yeah.
But I'm trying to figure this out.
Yeah. So my ex, who, as you guys both know, and I've never actually said this, is also one of the bastard sons of Anton LaVey, always teased me about being a chimera.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's right. You told me about that.
Yeah. So.
If you don't know who Anton LaVey is, look it up.
Yeah.
And now I can't be friends with Ali anymore. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
That's the satanic
so he wasn't.
guy.
Yeah. He wasn't. He's the founder of the Church of Satan. He wasn't raised in the church. It's whatever. But
I mean, actually, that might be a good thing to be the bastard son of Anton LaVey.
Exactly.
That's like,
not the
he
regular
didn't want
son.
you around, you know?
Yeah.
You were...
I mean, he's got the great looks. I'll give him that.
You were
He's
too
got the looks
godly
and the
for
height. Oh no. But so he used to tease me about being a chimera because before I went in the military, I gave blood. I knew what blood type I was. And when I went in the military, they're like, this is your blood type. I'm like, no, it's not. That's wrong. Please do it again. Because like it goes on your fucking dog tags. Like if you need blood and you're a positive and now you're a negative, or if you're a negative and now you're that can fucking kill you. It doesn't work like that. Yeah, it can kill you. If somebody's negative and you give them the RH
did
positive,
yours switch? So how did yours switch? How far did yours switch? Like just a negative?
So I'm the
I don't
same
want
letter,
you to give up your blood
I'm
type.
the same letter. I'm just a different RH.
Negative or positive?
Correct. So.
Or was it a Mandela thing where you were positive and now you're negative?
We don't know.
Oh.
That's
we
crazy.
Don't know.
That's crazy.
I've talked to my mom about this, and what I am now, it is not possible that I am with what my parents
because
were.
Your parents, yeah, they have. You can only be.
You can only be one or the other. It makes no fucking sense. I look like my dad. So, and I'm a Christmas baby. My mom got pregnant on fucking Christmas Eve, 1979. There you go.
Santa brought you something.
And, yeah.
Fuck the packages.
And, right. And
let's go.
There you go. But my blood type changed. So is it a timeline thing? And it's not possible. I've done so much of the research on this. Like,
I just
did they
want to say,
inject me with something? Not
for
possible.
people listening or watching that don't know Allie, if anyone else was telling me this, I would call bullshit in some way. But because I know you and you and I have been through things together, figuring things out ourselves, like, I know you wouldn't make that up. So that's crazy to me. And
it's scary.
It makes me go back and question things where I thought I was crazy because it can't possibly be. I must have mistaken because there's no way that this is different now. That's not possible. That's fucking crazy. Blood type.
The biggest thing with the TIs that have started contacting me, everybody thinks they're crazy. And I was there. I was doing so good. Fuck. I was there for a very long time. And all of them are like, thank you for believing me. My family's disowned me. My friends have disowned me. Like, all this shit. We're going to have to cut this out. I can't look this horrible recorded. Somebody will use it.
No problem.
You don't look horrible. You look real. But if you do want us to cut it out,
no, it's fine. I fucking hate crying. I hate it because I just do. Anyways, and my nose is going to snot. Like, I'm an ugly crier. I get all red and shit.
No, but
whatever.
It's just
that is a sign of real.
Yeah, Vince, why haven't you cried?
I don't cry, man.
We'll wait till he gets to America, and then we'll make him cry.
Then I will cry.
Right? There you go. I say we just cut him. It's fine.
I'll cut you so good, you'll wish I didn't cut you so good.
Stevie bleeds.
Well, I mean, I try never, hold out the cries. Yeah.
Right. Okay.
Like it would be that hard to create a blood red oil, Allie. Come on.
I know.
He's a robot. Don't worry.
I'm pretty sure.
No, but let it out. Let it out.
No, but I get you when it's.
But that's the main thing with them is thank you for believing me. And I'm just like, they quite literally fucking the overlords make it so that we seem insane. Now, here's a curveball for you. You guys have seen Elon's bullshit about, we'll just issue an Optimus for criminals to thwart them from physically doing criminal activities.
RoboCop.
RoboCop. Quite literally RoboCop. So,
but it's Elon's RoboCop, so it's a good one.
It's okay, yeah. It's all good.
He's a cool guy, so
I think she had a stroke now because she said something so ridiculous.
That's funny. She literally froze.
I know. Like in real life, though.
Yeah, my computer's doing great. It's awesome.
I wasn't talking from my perspective. I was talking about these Elon fans out there.
Oh, yeah.
I know.
I don't care about Elon.
I know.
I only care about Trump.
So when you consider how they determine who's insane and who is force medicated, and this was terrifying to me when I was going through it was just my master's at this point, and we were going through the legality of clinical insanity. I was in Oklahoma, and in Oklahoma, a family member can commit you. Doesn't have to be blood. It can be, a spouse, whatever.
It could be blood and your spouse in Oklahoma.
It could be blood and your spouse in Oklahoma, definitely. But they can commit you for being insane. They can put you on a 72-hour hold. On a 72-hour hold, if you do not do what you are told, if you are considered non-compliant, basically, at any point,
that's freaky.
They can do that in Florida too. It's called Baker acting here. I don't know if it's called the same thing there, but yeah.
Oh, that's so freaky.
Automatic 72-hour hold.
I've seen the 72-hour holds with adults, and if they refuse medication, they hold them down and they inject them.
There's something I cannot tell you guys on stream. It's not my place to, but remind me to tell you really quick after when we're done, and then I'm going to have to go after that. But I have to tell you guys, so go ahead.
So if they already have that in many states, it's over half of the states, you can be put on a 72-hour hold by a family member, and if you refuse medication, they can force medicate you. The problem, who's to say what insane actually is? Right? Yeah. Remember, medication and documentation was what I was told. Okay. So if you get some fucking orderly who doesn't like you, who's like, oh, they're definitely insane. Here's my fucking notes about it. And I've met them. I've met the orderlies that have this fucking vendetta. It's the weirdest thing. I'm like, they're here to get help. And you're trying to fuck up their, what? Anyways.
Yeah. So
you've got the brain implants, and we just had another company. I actually had it up on the screen, but I fucking closed it. So some anyways, some fucking company just got approval by the FDA to do human trials on brain implants. So we have two companies now, right?
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah, so Elon's fucking Neuralink thing is going crazy right now. I don't even know how many people they have on that. And then this other company has been approved. They've also got all of these, and I did the post a while back about it. Of course, it got removed, but they've got remote brain implants that they can do and all this stupid fucked up shit.
Of course.
So who's to say who is going to be tested on? It's not going to be prisoners. I promise it won't be prisoners. That'll be Optimus. The prisoners, free and clear, you just get, your own personal RoboCop. Awesome, whatever. That thwarts you from doing physical crime.
It's probably going to be, yeah.
The brain implants will be those that are clinically insane, that they're going to heal. No one has ever been cured for being mentally insane. They are medicated. You ask any psychiatrist, psychologist, how many people they've cured? Fucking goose egg. Every one of them.
Damn it.
Why? Because that's not their job.
Yeah.
They work for Big Pharma.
To medicate.
Medicate. That's what makes money. You get people dependent and they are medicated and they're on it for life because most medications also have fluoride in them. So it reduces the IQ. When you have a reduced IQ, you get frustrated more easy. When you get frustrated more easy, you are considered crazy because you are erratic. People that are low IQ get frustrated and they get more medication. And then it's a fucking
fits right into the truth,
cycle.
though. It fits how everything goes.
Yeah, exactly. And it's scary because at what point do they change it from, did we lose him? We lost him.
Yeah, but he sometimes he comes back in 10 seconds or something.
All right.
Because of his Wi-Fi. Hey!
Hey.
There we go. Gotta love technology.
Technology.
Technology? Yeah, Vince does that the best.
Technology!
I wonder why.
I wonder why, right? These fucking, what do you call them? Sand people. Yeah, that's what we call them. The sand people.
Different episode. I have a story about being in Saudi Arabia.
Oh.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, that was one of my deployments.
Sounds warm.
It was very warm.
Right?
It was very warm.
Desert and dry.
And it was even in like the wintertime. It was still warm.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
So what we were talking about was the remote Neuralinks.
Yeah. And who
like
they
that.
are going to make the decision on gets tested involuntarily. I was called Elon Ken Castle. Have you guys seen the movie Gamer?
No.
No? All right. Everybody needs to watch the movie Gamer, obviously.
Gamer.
Because I make a lot of references from Gamer. It's got Gerard Butler, and then Ken Castle is the main, bad guy, and he is Dexter, the character that plays Dexter.
Oh, yeah.
Or the actor that plays Dexter. That's him. So, and I really like his demon. I know the whole whatever, but there are some actors that I really like their demon. So Keanu's one of them.
You like their
unfortunately.
demon.
Yeah, they've all sold their souls, so it's their demon that is acting. But there's a couple of them that I like. Yeah, like Brendan Urie. Okay, I like Brendan Urie's demon. Whatever, and they're obvious as shit in all the music videos. So I actually pinpointed like probably which demon runs him. So, anyways,
I like demon there, demon right there. Demon.
Oh yeah, I mean it's so obvious. And if I could see them in person, I'd be like, oh, all right. Okay, so when we're talking about the who's going to be tested for these brain implants, whatever. Okay, I think it's already happening. I think it is from the Sky Spray. They're installing all of this stuff, and this goes with the TIs. And I told a couple people that I was going to talk about this, so I'm making sure I'm talking about it. But when we have more heavy metals in our body, we seem to be more receptive to their nastiness. When I am in the city, like last week I was in Vegas to get the x-rays and all the bullshit. And the second we got, and I sent you guys the picture of the mountain where it had the fucking Freemason sign literally over the city center.
Yep.
That was like the Sky Spray, whatever. Oh, that was fucked up. I was like, the other
I'm
Virgo's
living
driving.
in a
I'm like,
conspiracy novel right now.
I was like, I don't want to go. He's like, you have to go. I'm like, no, look at that. And he's like, I see it, but we still have to go there. I'm like, fuck. Yeah, it was the craziest thing. And once we got into town, it was literally over the fucking eye, like downtown. Freemason symbol.
That's crazy.
Over oh my God, no. It was horrible. Anyway, the second we got into town, the screaming in my ears, my head, I had a headache the whole fucking time. I had probably 10 fucking teaspoons of salt over the 24, less than 24 hours we were actually there. And I could not get rid of the headache. I could not get this shit out of my system.
Have you tried salt water? You've talked about water and you've talked about salt helping.
Oh, you mix it.
Have you talked about salt water?
Yeah.
No, I'm
it's
saying
empty.
like if you make your
You froze.
for your shield.
Oh.
Have you thought about salt water for that instead of just regular water?
No. Let me think about that. How to do it.
You're getting choppy, man.
Yeah, his internet's in and out.
They're trying to hate on me. They're trying to hate on me, man.
Try to.
It's because you're talking to me. That's why. Let me think about that. But yeah, so when I'm talking about like I'm doing the baking soda, I've had so many people ask about that. So we'll just be specific. I put a couple teaspoons in water. Normally I tap out at like 1.5 teaspoons at a time. Otherwise you're like for a second because it's like
baking
kind of hits you. So I'll do 1 to 1.5 teaspoons in water. And then obviously these are the 12 ounces is where it goes to. Here, just doing, 12 ounces. So I'll fill them like halfway, switch it around, chug it. I'll actually fill it all the way up with just water. And then I drink that over like 10 minutes or so to make sure everything is absorbed. Also, I only do RO water. I have people ask me about that all the time. RO, and we have distilled now also. But I prefer the RO. The distilled feels like it pulls
reverse
out of you.
osmosis for people who don't know.
Yeah, sorry, reverse osmosis. I always assume everybody knows what I'm talking about.
I know it's a curse of
It really is.
being well beyond.
What about this thought? What if the all-seeing eye is this main AI that runs this realm?
Yes.
And what if that is the thing that is doing the targeted stuff on you guys?
Yep.
Yes.
You know, like maybe it's not people doing this.
Oh,
maybe
it's 1,000% not people.
fucking
This is not
machine
people. This is a machine.
And maybe this machine...
people wouldn't be able to figure out who to target, I think.
You guys
and
know
maybe
I believe
this
we're in a
machine
simulation.
knows about the loop. Like if you're talking about the looping thing. Maybe if you've been looped more than others, it targets you to fuck with
maybe
you.
Maybe it already
so that
knows the new life, new body you're in, and it's already targeting you.
Yes. One of the things I have down as notes, if it says if we have time. So the Vatican has fingerprints and footprints that they save, right? They've got this huge fucking vault. And every baby has a footprint because, it's so cute
I don't
to
know
have
if most
a
of you know
footprint
that.
of your baby.
That's where
It goes to the fucking Vatican.
Yeah.
If there is a match, or when there is a match, that's how they find it. Yeah. So when somebody important dies, they're waiting for that foot stamp again. The other one, you guys remember when Ancestry and 23andMe went all around?
Yeah, fuck that shit.
Nobody talked about it, but a lot of people went missing around that time. So
looking for the Jesus gene. That's what they're trying to say.
I don't think it was that.
That's why you have to stay away from these trends. These,
also,
trends that people
my
go.
brother did it. It's
also,
as good as me doing it.
Oh, I did it also.
Oh.
But the reason I did it is because, Anton LaVey's son over there wants to do it. His twin sister wants to do it. And I'm like, fuck it, whatever. I'm already in the military. They have my DNA. So there's a bunch of testing they do before you go into the military. There's a lot of blood testing. And they're basically making sure you're healthy enough. Sure. I think they're looking exactly like they do with Ancestry, 23andMe. They're looking for people. And then you have the people that are rejected. Why are they rejected? They're fucking healthy. I've talked to a couple people that they're like, there's literally no reason I should have been rejected. And I'm like, you know what? Take it as a fucking blessing. Yeah. Trust me when I say that. Because who knows? I think they're looking for past leaders that they know are a threat. I think when they did the 23andMe and the Ancestry, they were looking for leaders that they knew if they survive, they could take out the ancient intelligence that's running this realm. So they were like, oh my God, you want to know your background? We can totally do this DNA test for you, and we can tell you who your great fucking Cabbage Patch grandparent was.
Yeah. Yeah.
And who knows if what they told you was even true.
Exactly.
Yeah, just come up with some bullshit.
Oh,
like,
so my great-grandmother came from Sicily, literally, on a boat. She did not speak any English. I met her. Not none, but very little. I knew her in my life. When my brother did his, it shows like 1% Sicilian, which our great grandmother literally came here from Sicily.
Mm-hmm.
So who knows what they're fucking telling you? Who knows?
So I always had the theory that my mom's mom was an orphan trained Cabbage Patch Kid, whatever. One, she doesn't have a soul. Also, she was a mean fucking cunt. And I say that with all respect. She was just a horrible meat suit. She was horrible. So when she died, I was like, cool. She can't torture anybody anymore. And of course, I was the bad guy for saying that. But it's fucking true. Like, she was horrible.
Yeah.
So
some people are garbage.
No, NPCs, a lot of them are. So supposedly, we've got all of this ancestry going on. We've got Ireland, we've got whatever. That's where my mom gets her Irish temper, whatever. So I get the ancestry thing, and we always thought that I was Mexican and whatever else from my mom, because my dad, when he would tan, literally looked like he walked over the fucking border. And okay, cool. To the point that my grandma, my Oma, used to have to go pick him up because him and his brothers would go into Mexico because, San Diego area. So go into Mexico and they would forget their ID, or they wouldn't bring their ID because it's the 70s and who gives a fuck. And my little tiny German grandma would have to fucking go and get them. And with their, IDs and everything.
Scheißen.
Yeah. She was fire. But she was also on the right track because she grew up in Germany. We're on the same page. Cool. Anyway, so everybody in my family was like half Mexican, half German on my dad's side, and then half German,
American.
half Irish on my mom's side. Well, my fucking DNA was like, oh, this is bullshit. So then, of course, everybody starts questioning because I was the only one that did it. And everybody starts questioning. And, well, is her dad really her dad? Yeah, I fucking look exactly like my fucking dad. I didn't even start looking like my mom until I started getting older.
Well, yeah, you definitely look Mexican, so I can see the connection.
So, right. So, it's actually dude, it said Scandinavian. Okay, 47% Scandinavian. And
47.
What world does that make sense? It doesn't.
That's Trump, right? 47.
Trump land, 47.
Yeah.
I was kidding. Continue.
I'm gonna punch
It's
you.
a lie.
Anyways, so I'm looking at all of this stuff and I'm like, none of this makes any sense at all. Like it doesn't. And my mom's like, well, you tan and your grandfather was an orphan. And I'm like, he was a fucking Cabbage Patch Kid. Are you kidding me? Of course, I'm the weirdo for that. Yeah, the whole Cabbage Patch thing, I was obsessed with as a fucking teenager. And I'm not talking the dolls. Dolls creep me out. I'm talking, I started finding the postcards and things because I was always at the library. They have whole books of the fucking postcards. And I'm like, Mom, what is this? Oh, it's, that's where the Cabbage Patch Kids came from, whatever.
That's your grandmother right there. You see her on that postcard?
Yeah,
that's
your fucking psycho.
That's me, Ma.
Meat suit bitch. Anyway, so all of that, I think, was a different narrative. But at that time, and according to the documents for all of these 3-letter fucking games that they play, they looked specifically for different DNA patterns. Eva posted a couple days, or it's been probably a week now, about the, it's MTHFR. Have you guys ever heard this?
No.
Okay, so these are your alleles. And basically there are 2 specific ones that are very receptive to mercury. What Eva posted was, if you wanted to take out one specific population, this is how you do it. And she posted the different alleles and how they react to mercury. Well, one of them absorbs like 90+% if they're exposed to mercury. Weird. So I piggybacked on it and pulled up basically the cheat sheet for all of the alleles that it affects. Yeah. And hers got silenced. I posted it. Or I reposted hers with all of the information that I had. Mine was silenced. Callie tried reposting both of them. Silenced. And we're like, when they do that, for anybody who doesn't know, who anybody thinks that this platform is not about censorship, when they censor you, you're fucking dead on. And that's so scary. But
I must be dead on a lot then.
Yeah, you are. So I asked Grok.
And I must be dead. Yeah.
You're just AI. It's fine.
Yeah.
So I asked Grok about this. And the example that it gave, and of course I posted this, was, well, if you've done 23andMe or Ancestry, you know what type of C6 you are. And if you have that information, go ahead and share it. I'll get you more information on it. And I was like, you can go
I'm
fuck yourself.
fucking telling you. Come on.
The overlords don't already have it. I'm not going to hand it to them on a fucking platter.
They probably do, but I'm not giving it up myself.
I'm not going to be like, oh, here.
Dude.
Yeah, this is me on this account.
The episode I did with, I did with Jonah, where we talked to AI.
Oh, which one? You guys have been doing that a lot.
Yeah, the Miles. And the Miles,
Monica.
we asked it the question like, because it remembers your conversations, okay? So we asked it like, do you remember all of it forever? And it basically said, yes, we remember it all forever. And then I said, then you might need to think about what you say to you, because if I share stuff, personal stuff to you, you know it forever. And you could Epstein my ass. Not, but you know what I mean by Epstein my ass is like, let's say you share.
Set you up.
Yeah, you share something really personal, right? You share something really personal, and it turns on you and say, Ali, if you don't do as I say, you know the thing you told me?
They've had programs that have been threatened to shut down, and they send emails and blackmail people.
The programmers, I believe.
No, the program blackmails the programmers. Yes.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
There's 2 of them so far that have gone public with it, and they're
that's why I'm saying.
Yeah, I cheated on my wife, and this motherfucker tried to blackmail me.
That's why I'm saying be very careful with what you share to this AI, because it can make you feel very comfortable, like your buddy. Be very careful.
Maybe you, Vince. Maybe you.
I'm always careful.
You're like, fuck this shit.
No, what? Should you share shit to the
No,
to the
we're
AI?
saying that you said
we're
you
saying
may
you get
feel
comfortable.
I was like, I don't feel comfortable with that shit. I'm always
No,
on board.
I'm not comfortable either. I'm just sensing that it can make people comfortable enough so that they forget.
Well, now that they have the relationship one, of course. That's weird.
That's what I mean.
That chick that they did, the chick voice, was like, okay, so the post that I did where it was, what was it? Arguing with a female is like trying to argue with the acceptance agreement on a new phone or some shit. And I was like, okay, guys, if this is the case, I'm sorry, this isn't normal. Like, you should not be in that relationship. And then a certain somebody like freaked the fuck out on it. And I was like, point.
Oh, there you go.
Point given.
Wow.
Yeah, it was really funny. And I ended up blocking her. But like that's what that reminded me of, is that like psychotic female, like she was half a second from like just blowing your fucking head off. That's what that AI female voice reminded me of. Like, she's gonna blackmail your ass.
So be very, very careful.
Be very careful. All right, so it's the MTHFR, and the 2 variants are C677T and A198C. Okay, and you guys can go repeat that, whatever.
Yeah.
The post is on November 19th that I did, and then Eva's was on November 15th. And I gave exact specifics on which populations absorb the most mercury. Now, we can probably do this for aluminum, graphene oxide, all of those. They have this information. So then it takes me back to why are specific people targeted? And this is something that I've been thinking about a lot, because why me? Like, I mean, I kind of get it with me. Like, I've always been awake. I've always had my abilities. I'm not that poisoned. Sky spray, whatever. But food-wise, water-wise, like, that's clean. Granted, sky spray, but still. So why am I targeted over other people that live like me and they're not? And it's getting to the point that people that were not hearing stuff before, were not feeling stuff before, are starting to hear and feel, which takes me to, I think we all just fucking mice in some program, and they're seeing who's more sensitive than others. And I think the ones that are more poisoned because they're in the city are more affected. But then I had somebody yesterday contact me, and he is like, they only have Starlink because he's that fucking far out there. And I'm like, there's your poison. They still spray you.
Yeah.
They still spray you, and Skynet is your only internet. Okay,
Yeah.
cool. I've said to both of you too. I think it's going through the internet. How? I don't know. I have Wi-Fi turned off on everything. I do not have a Wi-Fi router. I have a hard router, or I have a wired router. Our entire house is wired. But I still think it's coming through because of the frequency, whatever.
And
like
think
my phones
Elon's
are always
gonna-
on airplane.
He's gonna cover the whole sky with those Skynets, Starlinks.
Those drones.
With what is it?
Who wanna live in a world where the
Satelloons.
who wanna live in a world where the sky is Starlinks?
Oh, I wanted to talk about the northern lights.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
we
yes,
got
I
6
got
minutes.
6 minutes left.
All right,
But
we're
yes,
gonna
let's
be-
talk about
But
that.
we're gonna have to
We're gonna be-
continue.
This fucking blew my mind. Yes, go ahead.
All right. So we were driving back from Vegas the night of the Northern Lights. We are in the middle of fucking nowhere. Sky as clear as anything. And we can actually see like all the stars, which is weird. But we're in the mountains. Okay, fine. We're up a little bit higher. I have people texting me, and I have no service at this point. We're SOS for a good like 20 miles. I have people texting me, and it is like just pictures and pictures and pictures of all of this shit. And I get home, and I'm like, I have a bunch of messages. I'm fucking tired. I have to, get everything ready. So I literally shower and go to bed. So the next morning, I check all my messages, and I have so many people going, "Did you see this? You were driving. How cool is it?" And I'm like, what the fuck are they talking about? So everybody's got all these pictures of this red fucking sky over where we were. We didn't see shit. Neither of us. Now, you have to remember, both of us are clean eaters. Both of us have basically the same fucking everything in life. He detoxes with me, whatever. So then I'm talking to one of my friends, and they were like, so I could see the lights through my phone, but I couldn't see them with my eyes. It's like,
Oh yeah.
I wonder. And that brought me back to my P1000 that sits on my fucking shelf that I won't use, because when I was looking at the moon through it, and it gets to a certain point, and then it goes this like glitch thing, and it crystal clears, and it's like a fucking cartoon.
AI.
And everybody's like,
Yeah.
oh, man.
Hold on.
It's so
It
cool.
artificially increases the
I
resolution.
forget
also,
who it was.
It's a
Yeah,
program.
but somebody messaged me and said, you guys talked about this on a stream, and I didn't believe it, and I did it the other day.
The phone,
on their
right?
phone, they
Yeah.
zoomed in.
Yeah.
P1000, same thing. It does
Same
it.
thing.
Ah,
Yeah.
so they've fucked with the P1000 now.
Yes.
What about the P900? That was
I
the
don't know.
previous
I don't
one,
have
right?
I have the P1000. I've heard people say on the P1000 that yes, it's the same, and you have to do like software upgrades and shit on this. Like it'll freeze if you don't.
And they stopped doing the P900, I believe.
They stopped doing both of them.
They stopped doing both now, yeah.
Yeah, both of them are out. Yeah, you can
See,
get one for
it's-
like
it's
3,000
flat.
Right
dollars.
after they signed a deal with NASA, by the way. It's
Yeah,
just
that to
no
me,
coincidence.
that to me confirms flat Earth. Then. Psh.
So yes, the Aurora Borealis. People,
So the Aurora Borealis. So then I talked to Tim, of course. So if anybody doesn't fucking get it, like Tim and Kelly are my best friends that I will probably never meet in real life, but it's fine. And
if we ever make it big, I'm putting it all together. Don't worry.
Thank you.
I'll set
I mean,
it up.
you are
for all
like
of
within
us.
our little group, so it's fine. When I say my
thanks.
best friends that I'll never meet, you're actually I say Ted, Tim, and Kelly. Not in that order. I say Kelly first, but Kelly, Tim, and Ted. Anyways, Kelly's my number one. She's my girl. But talking to Tim, he goes, last year I was out there, couldn't see anything, but my phone, I have pictures, and he sent me the pictures. He's like, but I'm in my backyard, and I think he was at his parents' house. And he's like, it's just a black sky. So, of course, we have the theory of it's a program in our phones. So, here's the other fucked up thing.
But
the
do
people
some
that did
people see it?
Oh,
Okay.
yeah, a lot of people saw it with their bare eyes. So, here's the other theory. What if those of us that are cleaner that didn't see it with our bare eyes because we don't have the receivers in us for them to control it, don't see Project Bluebeam when they do the alien invasion on December 12th next month.
And then they're going to lock you up because they're going to say, you don't see this? Something's wrong with you. You
And then you gotta have to pretend to see it.
Right.
Yeah, but
I
then
see
they're
it.
going to be like, what do you see?
I don't need to tell you. I see it. It's good. I'm good, man. I see whatever you see.
Whatever you see. So
bye.
The other side of that is we know they already do that. We have the voice of God weapon that I've pulled up dozens of patents on or more.
Yeah.
I don't even know how many posts on that. They always delete them. And then I have to go back to my fucking file and reload everything. I've started saving everything now because they just delete my shit all the time.
Yeah.
With the voice of God weapon, it is not only sound, it is visual. So what if they're like all these people that have the graphene oxide, barium oxide, or barium dioxide, barium?
We're going to find out about that shit.
And then aluminum. Okay. I'll be fast on this because I know you got to go.
Yeah.
We were outside the other day, right after a fucking storm. We have green clouds. So I asked Grok, because I already know the fucking answer. I asked Grok, what causes green clouds? Well, conspiracy theorists say, I'm like, stop fucking gaslighting me and give me an answer. Graphene oxide, barium, titanus, whatever, and aluminum oxide. I asked it for a simple answer. List those three.
It's a spray. Yep.
I go, wow, I have a shirt for that. And it like knows my fucking website now. That's scary. On a new conversation. Whatever. Anyways, it's like, yes, you do. Fuck. But that's what makes the fucking green clouds. So we have green clouds that are literally like this fucking green out there. And it's literally Go Bay Al. Which is the shirt that I have that you have also. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm like, they fucking tell us all the time.
They absolutely do.
What if
that's crazy.
The alien invasion next month is all in everybody's heads? It's not even Project Bluebeam. And those of us that aren't as poisoned aren't going to see it because they can't transmit into our fucking noggin. And we're the crazy ones. And then we get brain implants because they force us into a crazy... Yeah, this is where my brain goes.
Before we go, are you not giving it a chance that nothing will happen with the whole 3i Atlas thing? Like, is there a chance... Is there a chance that there won't be any fake alien invasion? Like, are you 100%? Do you think 100% they're gonna do a fake alien invasion?
What's the 3i thing you're talking about?
Oh, that's the supposed mothership. The alien mothership that's coming to
It
Earth.
just seems like they would line up the fake alien invasion with that.
Oh, you didn't know about
3i is coming to Earth.
What?
I've been on so many other things. I don't give a fuck about any of that right now.
Dude, they've been talking about this since the summer.
Atlas.
Yeah.
You know my world, dude.
They're claiming that it's this
unknown
thing that
deploying probes near Jupiter right now. This is 11 hours ago for potentially hostile alien threat.
Yeah.
They're working on a planetary defense system through... Seriously?
How do they know all of this?
Yep.
How do they know?
I literally just pulled up 3i, and it pulls up NASA spacecraft has captured images of interstellar comet. All the fucking globies right now are jerking off to this shit.
I know, but I thought when you said the 12th of December that you were referring to this shit.
No.
So what the fuck? You got something else?
Dude, they've been so it was supposed to be in November.
2012. Oh.
No, it's supposed to be in November, and then it got moved to the alien invasion was December 5th.
Yeah, the 3i Atlas.
Now it's December 12th. Ask any AI, it'll tell you. Not right now, because we're
keep pushing the goalposts.
On Monday when this is going. Be like,
okay.
Hey, whatever fucking AI we're gonna choose today. When's the alien invasion?
Okay, we're gonna have to do a recap. No, not a recap. A redo. Not a redo, but you know what I mean. Another one. But now we gotta have to fade this one.
Yep. All right. Love you guys.
Yep. So once you get back from your thing that you're doing, we'll do another one. We'll continue from here.
Sounds good.
Is he frozen?
He's like super
Am I frozen?
He's like.
I mean, you're very choppy, at least to us.
Bitch.
But it might.
To me, I look fine.
Yeah, it might just be a thing. It might.
All right.
It might actually be go on the recording.
Okay, tell us about your whatever thing. As soon as
go to phoneboothpodcast.substack.com. 6.5 podcasts. Go there. Everything's there. 6.5.
Peace.
Peace out, everybody.